You talk too much about your life. That's your first mistake. You think speaking makes you understood, but it only makes you exposed. You think sharing your pain makes you feel lighter, but it only makes others see your weakness. The world is full of listening ears, but almost none that truly care. Remember that. Not everyone deserves access to the private chambers of your soul. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." He didn't say, talk about it. He didn't say, post about it. He said, be one. There is power in silence that no speech can rival. You lose fragments of your strength every time you explain yourself to people who will never understand you. So, let me tell you. These are 6 things you should never share. Not because you should hide from the world, but because strength grows in what you guard. Number 1. Your deepest plans. Don't announce the battles before you fight them. The moment you speak your goals, you give others the weapon to doubt them. You hand them the power to question your path, to drain your drive before it even begins. Keep your ambitions close, hidden like a seed under soil. Let your success make the noise, not your intentions. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Notice he said, say to yourself, not to the crowd, not to your friends. The echo of your own conviction is stronger than any cheer from others. When your energy is scattered trying to convince people of your dreams, you weaken the very will that could make them real. Build quietly, move silently. The world doesn't need to know what you're building until it's standing unshakable before them. Number 2. Your pain. Stop bleeding in public. Not everyone who listens cares. Not everyone who comforts is sincere. Some just want to measure how deep your wounds are, so they know where to strike next time. Pain is sacred. Treat it as such. When you talk too much about what broke you, you let your past define your present. Instead, wear your scars like armor. Seneca said, "Fire tests gold, suffering tests brave men." Your suffering is the test, not the story to perform, not a badge to display, but a forge to shape you into something harder, calmer, wiser. The quiet man who carries his pain with dignity holds more respect than the loud man who turns it into a performance. When you suffer, suffer privately. And when you rise, let them wonder how you survived. Number 3. Your income. Money reveals character, both yours and theirs. Tell someone how much you make, and you'll see envy in one pair of eyes and greed in another. Money distorts relationships faster than any lie. People start comparing, calculating, assuming. They stop seeing you and start seeing what you have. Let them guess. Let them stay uncertain. There's power in mystery. Seneca once warned that wealth is not evil, but attachment to it is. When you flaunt your wealth, you become a slave to others' opinions. When you keep it private, you remain free. Remember, the truly rich man isn't the one who talks about his wealth. He's the one who doesn't need to. Number 4. Your next move. A wise man once said, "Move in silence and let your results talk." Do not let your enemies know when you're about to strike. Do not let your competitors know when you're about to grow. Do not let the world read your map while you're still drawing it. In this world, peace is found in unpredictability. Even Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, understood that calm execution is stronger than loud ambition. He wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." So, move differently. Be unreadable. While they boast, you build. While they gossip, you work. When they wake up to your victory, it'll be too late to stop you. The quiet man wins because he lets time speak for him. Number 5. Your kindness. Don't advertise your good deeds. Don't seek applause for your virtue. Goodness is meant to be done, not displayed. Every time you help and announce it, you corrupt the purity of that act. True virtue doesn't need witnesses. As Epictetus taught, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. That means living your principles quietly, helping without needing to be seen, forgiving without needing to be praised. The loudest kindness often hides the weakest ego. But the quiet kind, the one no one sees, that's where your soul finds strength. Do good because it's who you are, not because you want the world to say you are good. In a world obsessed with image, silence is the ultimate rebellion. Number 6. Your private life. In an age of exposure, secrecy is power. Not everything needs to be shared. Not everyone deserves to know who you love, what you fear, where you go. Oversharing is a slow death of mystery, and mystery is the birthplace of respect. The more they know about you, the less they value you. Keep your private life sacred. Protect it like a temple. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you expose every thought to the world, you let them stain your soul with their opinions. Keep a part of yourself untouched, unspoken, unseen. That's your fortress. That's where your strength sleeps. You see, the man who tells everything becomes hollow. He has no secrets, no silence, no walls to retreat behind. But the man who keeps what matters locked within him, that man has gravity. People feel his presence even when he says nothing. He doesn't beg to be understood. He lets his stillness speak. Life has taught me that the more you reveal, the less you're respected. People don't value what they fully understand. They value what they can't quite figure out. That's why stillness is magnetic. That's why silence commands the room. So learn this. Restraint is strength. Privacy is power. Discretion is wisdom. You don't need to justify your choices. You don't need to explain your motives. The more you say, the more you give away. The less you share, the freer you become. The Stoics weren't cold. They just refused to be ruled by emotion. They lived their discipline and practiced peace in silence. Be calm, not loud. Let your stillness speak for you. The less they know, the less they can hurt you. Guard your peace. Protect your thoughts. Let your silence be your power. When they feel the weight of your calm, smile. Power doesn't shout, it whispers.